Savvy travelers looking to go off the beaten path sometimes turn to Airbnb to live like a local. Thousands, if not hundreds, use that service here in the Bahamas. But on Wednesday, the Ministry of Tourism and Airbnb executives formalized their agreement with a memorandum of understanding. Jimenita Swain was there and tells us that the home vacation rental sector will soon be taxed.
It's only a matter of time before Bahamians subscribing to the global service Airbnb, which allows persons to use their homes as vacation rentals, will be levied with some form of taxation. On Wednesday, officials from the Ministry of Tourism and Airbnb signed a memorandum of understanding, solidifying a formal relationship to further regulate the industry. Tourism Minister the Honorable Dionisio de Aguilar says those who offer the service provide alternative accommodations for the sector.
Airbnb reports that in the Bahamas there are 1,900 listings on its platform. There are 1,200 active hosts. A typical host earns an average of $6,000 a year, and a guest stays an average of 4.6 nights. There are 39,000 guests that come to this country using Airbnb who have paid in excess of $8 million for the right to stay here.
Officials from the travel home rental vacation side view the Bahamas as a strategic country in the region. The site affords travelers the opportunity to explore rentals in over 192 countries with thousands of bookings to choose from. And while Bahamians are reaping the dividends, the industry will now face regulation.
Ideally it would have been the 7.5% VAT, but the 7.5% VAT doesn't work for Airbnb. The reason being there are certain exemptions, and they like taxes that are clean and neat and easy to collect that don't have exemptions and creates work for them. So, of course, VAT exempts the first $100,000 of revenue, and so that became difficult for them to ascertain.
The tourism minister says Airbnb would prefer a straight sales tax. However, Sean Sullivan, Airbnb representative for Central America and the Caribbean, says the company welcomes such agreements.
We feel that being a good corporate citizen is important. We think that our hosts should be paying their fair applicable tax. And the one thing that we can offer governments is kind of a one-stop shopping where we guarantee we will collect all the revenue at the moment of booking. So the government doesn't have to worry about individuals who might try to avoid paying taxes.
No date has been set for when Airbnb taxation will begin, but the tourism minister insists the move won't overburden the sector. For Airbnb, it will focus on continued exposure for the destination.
What we will do is we'll launch a working group that will meet regularly with the ministry, with ourselves, and other stakeholders on the island. And we will look at ways that we will be able to support any marketing efforts that the government wants to launch globally.
For now, tourism officials appeal to proprietors and operators of these home rental vacation properties to register them in a seamless process with its hotel licensing department. Jimenita Swain, ZNS Network News.